All right, let's go to the Shoutout because it's a great example of people in real life doing incredible things that we need to do.
Shout out, creepy. Shout out, weird. I think that's creepy. It's incredible. Shout out.
This is out of control. So Uber and Lyft drivers are on strike in LA over pay and working conditions. I'm going to quote now from the NBC News Report on this. Some Uber and Lyft drivers in Los Angeles held a 25-hour strike Monday to protest wage cuts and working conditions. The work stoppage was spurred by Uber's recent announcement of a 25% cut in drivers' pay per miles in Los Angeles. That's a really big cut. And parts of Orange County. Hundreds of drivers from both Lyft and Uber protested during the day outside of Uber's offices in Redondo Beach, California, according to Rideshare Drivers United, an advocacy group. Here's some footage of it right now. We're going to play for you. I don't know if there's sound on it.
A household full-time. Now makes driving part-time useless and driving full-time impossible. Uber and Lyft.
So this is the scam economy, the share economy, this thing that was so hyped even as recently really as like 2012 as this incredible innovation in how people gain and share products and services, which first of all, out of the gate already at least favored people that had some access to basic resources, an apartment, a home, or a car as an example. And then the margins of the service have been squeezed and squeezed and squeezed by these predatory companies that haven't really produced any significant innovation. They have an app innovation and they have terrifyingly accurate surveillance of us innovation. But all the rest of it is just like, yeah, it's a slightly easier way to do a cab. That's all it is. And it's been terrible for the environment. It's added to congestion. It's increased pollution.
Just one quick point. It's a way to hail a cab using things like GPS and such that were developed by the military and
that were developed by the military state. Precisely. And then it builds on the fraud of each person as an entrepreneur. So when people already knew, like, okay, when Walmart calls somebody that they're totally just devastating as part of their maximally ruthless global supply chain and associate, we all know that it's like a cruel joke and corporate feudalist PR at its most sort of baroque and grotesque. But Uber and Lyft are actually going out there and making arguments based on the notion that they're a platform for some type of third-party agreement with these drivers, that these drivers are not employees of massive corporations, but in fact, you know, co-participants in a platform, which is demented because of the power asymmetry. Marshall Steinbaum, who I think we'll have on the show soon, puts this out as well. And this is really important. This goes back to the GEM commentary, by the way, on how check it out on our YouTube channel, how IPOs increase inequality. This is Marshall Steinbaum. These companies are going to IPO for north of $100 billion. Their entire business model is regulatory arbitrage. That's exactly right. And he's quote tweeting Vina Dubai, "Today I'm standing in solidarity with thousands of Uber and Lyft drivers in strike in Los Angeles. This incredible historic action is a result of some of the most beautiful and courageous organizing I've ever seen." Check out, this is, you know, I think people are pretty versed in checking out Wall Street pharma, oil and gas, and arms manufacturer contributions, but really be just as on Silicon Valley. You've just watched a Michael Brooks show video, and you can watch all of our full main live shows every Tuesday night at around 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and subscribe to get all of the clips you want. We're covering the globe. We're focusing on international relations, the intellectual dark web. We're having fun. We're doing deep dives with a lot of amazing guests. Of course, become a patron for the whole thing at patreon.com/TMBS, or subscribe to this YouTube channel and help us keep growing and get that content out there. Subscribe below.